Hi guys. Sorry I've been MIA. I think I got bit by a spider or something and kind of had like vertigo for a couple days. So yeah, wasn't really feeling myself. But I'm back. And I was going to give you some updates and just talk about how I stay in the moment. The seasons are changing, so my nose is a little stuffy too. Bear with me. Anyway, so as far as quick little updates, I am going to be doing a little bit more of some artsy stuff, some spiritual artsy stuff, just kind of like a calling that I'm kind of receiving to kind of use some of my gifts, my talents to kind of, express myself and show others just a way of, releasing energy, especially burdened, buried energy that we kind of, disregard and neglect and store up too often. And that's where a lot of our outbursts, our reactions, and just the way we, perceive situations in the world and just our reality, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. More so in some other videos. But yeah, with the whole artsy thing, that's really the goal of it, is trying to, express energy through art. So, because it's a really good outlet, when you're trying to manifest things and manifest, better reality for yourself. It's good to release energy, whether it be, bad energy, good energy. It's just good to put it down on a platform of some sort, because too often we consume energy, whether it be like what we're reading, what we're listening to, who we're listening to, stuff like that, what we're watching, all that stuff, it just kind of, it tallies up on us, and we don't really release any of that energy and use one of these outlets to express ourselves more than anything. I think that's something that we neglect too often, is expressing ourselves, expressing our own emotions, even if they're subconscious, unaware emotions. You should, figure out, whether it even just be like cooking or something, just figure out what, eases you, what calms you, what gets you going, and what motivates you. Practice that. Now, as far as me talking about like the whole artsy stuff, because I feel like it kind of goes in with the topic today, which is, living in the moment. Because I talk about this all the time with like my journal and everything, because it's, I mean, do the journal thing, because it really does help, writing things down and, leaving that letter to your subconscious and talking to yourself and reminding yourself that, hey, don't be so hard on yourself, just, take one day at a time, sort of thing. So, there's methods, and as far as living in the moment, we get really caught up, like I said earlier, we get really caught up just absorbing all of this energy from, just the fact that we tend to pick up our phone right away. I've mentioned this before, but, your phone is literally a portal to all sorts of havoc-y energy sources, from other people. It would be information, just music on a certain type of wavelength that's not really, you know, the vibe that you should be kind of soaking in. There's just, you know, there's all kinds of energy sources out there, and we kind of don't really pay attention to what we're, you know, taking in. So it's good to acknowledge that and be in the present moment, and, you know, separate yourself from those energy sources that you are able to, you know, perceive and acknowledge, and just kind of separate yourself from that. Meditate on it, and, you know, like I said, express yourself in a different way to kind of release some unnecessary energy, or some energy that you're just kind of sitting on, and just be in the present moment. Meditate, chill, do what relaxes your soul. And in these types of moments, we gain a lot more clarity of, like, situations that we're in, you know, whether it be like squabbles between people, or just, you know, trying to find the right path in life. That's like when we find those motivations, those answers, is when we're, you know, living in the present moment, and we're kind of separating ourselves from all the drama and the havoc and the craziness that's going on. I mean, obviously you can't really run away from your problems, I'm not really saying that, but it's good to step away from things that you aren't able to control. That's something to dwell on, because I think when we sit on that one, the things that we can't control, don't dwell on those things. Observe, don't absorb. That's when, you know, you start seeing a different perspective of things, and things just start bothering you a little bit less, hopefully. So you just, it's one of those things, though. You have to take yourself out of that 9-to-5 grind. You have to take yourself away from that circle that you're used to, those patterns, those lifestyles that you get yourself caught up in, because that's when we start to see a different perceptive of a situation. And then when we're able to reflect on those, you know, the situations that we find ourselves in, or, you know, just reflect on our actions, reflect on how we handled a situation, just reflect. Take a step back and look in the mirror. Separate yourself from your ego, try to. And just, you know, dwell on things that you can control. Just for a little bit. You don't have to dwell on it. But just, you know, sit there and reflect on it. Get some answers. And, you know, see what type of, you know, learning you can gain from an experience in a situation. And yeah, use that to your advantage for your situation in your present moment, and then use that wisdom in the future, because it's going to be there, it's going to be stored, it's going to be accessible information that you can use for your benefit. So it's just those types of things that will help you gain clarity, some introspection, and hopefully figure out some of your, you know, outside stuff that you are able to control. So that's really what I kind of wanted to talk about. I know it's kind of a short video. I've been kind of MIA, sorry again. But I will be hopefully back on a I want to say schedule, but I'm not going to promise anything yet. I'm going to work something out, hopefully soon. That's a lot more consistent than what it is right now. But as of now, I will be making more videos and streaming on Twitch. If y'all want to catch me doing the paint thing, I can answer any questions that you guys have about the spiritual stuff or artsy stuff. Just hit me up right there, and I'll leave a link for that down below as well. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all have a good one. Peace.